Matthew Grant was a 21-year-old who came to live with his family in Browning, who dreamed of making something of himself. That dream was cut short after a night out with friends, and now his family is left searching for answers.
Matthew Rattlesnake Grant, age 21, Blackfeet Reservation.
Born in Canada, Matthew always dreamed of going to school in the United States. At the age of 6, Matthew's grandmother took him in and gave him that dream.
He got into the car and he was sitting there. He stayed overnight with me, and I looked at him, he had a big old smile on his face, and he said, "Auntie, this is the proudest moment of my life."
And he never stopped being proud of his journey to America.
He moved here because he wanted a better life, and he stood there and he looked around. He said, "Ah, America."
As he grew up, he moved and traveled around Montana, making friends everywhere he went.
He always had a big old smile on his face, and he always made people gravitated towards him.
Then one night, he left his Aunt Fonda's house with some people she didn't recognize, and that was the last time anyone ever saw Matthew alive.
I'm looking at my phone, and I noticed my sister Fonda was asking, "Matthew, where are you? Will you please call me?" And I called her and I asked her, I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Matthew left with some people I don't know," she said, "and I don't know where he's at. He told me he'd be right back," she said, and she knew, just like she knew instantly. Within
hours of not hearing from Matthew, his aunt grew worried, reaching out to the police for help.
Because that's not normal, I said, because he never left. He was always home. And so when she did call the police, and that's when they more or less told her that, nothing to worry about. He'll show up. He said he's probably just out partying.
Weeks later, Matthew's family received news that they never wanted to hear.
I told him no, I didn't want to, face the truth that it was him. I said, no, I said, I don't think it's him. And a couple hours later, they confirmed it. 3 weeks Matthew was missing, and those 3 weeks still haunt his family. We don't know. I don't know if he was alive, the amount of time, where they had him, where they kept him.
So many questions, leads, rumors, but no answers for what happened to Matthew Grant.
It's hard for us because we don't have closure. Only thing we have is this makeshift memorial where they found him.
The lack of closure for Matthew's case drove several of his family members over the edge, and thus ending their lives as well, while those surviving are left to pick up the pieces.
I had to quit thinking about it because my husband said, "Rhonda, this is killing you." I wasn't there, That's all I thought about.
A community that is hurting in more ways than one, that's begging just to be okay.
If you're a family that is going through this and you don't end up in the federal system, you don't get that help. You get what you get here, and that's it. You don't get nothing else. There is no other option.
Matthew Grant, a beloved man to his family, but sadly to many, he's known as just another one that was taken too soon.
I don't know how they can live with themselves.
We have reached out to the Blackfeet law enforcement on this case, but have yet to hear anything back. Hundreds of names of people who never received proper justice or any at all, and this is only from the Blackfeet Reservation. Browning, Lindsay Stinger, MTN News.